Hey family, look, I decided to go live. Yes, it's the first time I'm going live, so I said I might as well look. Welcome, come on in, come on in. I know it's the first time and people are like, "What? She's going live?" Yes, I'm finally going live. It's something that I just really didn't want to do, but I just want to talk about the gallbladder. I got several people wanted to talk about the gallbladder, but today, we're going to just talk about the gallbladder. Yes, I'm nervous, but I just said I might as well just go for it. So this is me going live the first time. I'll look and see if there's stuff in the chat just to make sure. But yeah. Um, okay. So look, I'm drinking my black tea. Look, it's a wake up. I know you're like, why black tea? You can add whatever you want to it, not alcohol. I know some of you guys want to add alcohol, because it's extra warmth. But black tea, just drink it, plain. But let's talk about the gallbladder. For those you who've seen my videos, yes, I do not have a gallbladder, and I wish I would have never ever, um, you know, you know, um, had that surgery. But guys, when you're in pain and you don't know, and you relying on your primary care provider to give you the great information, and pain just makes you do crazy things like let's get it out. I don't want it. It's too much pain. It's too much aggravation. And we already know, look, the gallbladder is it it pretty much just holds the bile. What it does is it breaks down the fat. So look, we all know we eat so much processed food and so much junk. We eat so much junk and we can't help, especially we don't know. Look, my favorite was really going to eat a lot of pizza, a lot of burgers, especially at lunchtime, at dinner. I ate cereal. Who don't? We all love cereal. We never know what we're doing to our bodies. And as soon as, we have pain, we go get Tylenol, Advil. We just go get the quickest pain reliever just to get the pain away. And, I'm thinking that it's taking the pain, but to me, it was just masking the pain. I'm not going to go too much in it because I don't want to get, we'll talk about the wrong information, meaning I don't want to say different medications and get in trouble or whatever, lose my channel. But see, I can't see with live, you cannot edit. So I'm just going to keep going. But anyway, the main reason why you have your gallbladder, it just breaks down the fat. So we already know our liver. Look, you guys, we know we just be eating anything and everything, especially processed food, especially, we in this fast-paced world. You sometimes you forget about bringing your lunch. Those who, bring their lunch when they go to work. But let's say if you get your lunch, you go out, what's the fastest thing? You got like those who got 15 minutes, 30 minutes, those who are blessed to have an hour. But if you think you got 30 minutes, you go eat the quickest thing, a burger, a hot dog on the stand, you just eat the processed food instead of sitting down like grandma and granddaddy used to make, sit down and eat a home cooked meal. We don't do that. But we eat a lot of processed food, and it has a lot of fat, especially, a lot of the meats, especially especially all those carbs and all those snacks we be eating. But look, I can't go back. But you already know what y'all do with your body. You already know that we eat, and once we choose what we choose, especially let's just stick with pizza. Once we eat pizza, what happens? We eat it. You put all those anchovies, you put all that pepper, the pepperoni. I used to love pepperoni, didn't know really what that was, and then realize what that was. But anyway, I used to love pepperoni, extra cheese. You think about all the extra cheese, the gooey cheese, and don't realize what's that doing to our bodies. But anyway, getting down, once you take all that in, you go down, and it's processing in your body. And when you want to get the nutrients to the liver, because the main reason with your body, your liver, it processes nutrients. It pretty much get the nutrients to your body, and then it stores the bile. But that's the reason why you have your gallbladder. Your gallbladder main reason is it just holds the bile. It's a green slimy no, I can't show any pictures because look, we live, so I can't show pictures, but I can show you the book. I don't know if you can see the book. You can see where your liver is, and way back in there is your gallbladder. Look, don't be listening to people when they say you don't need your gallbladder. Please do not listen to people when you say you don't need your gallbladder. You need your gallbladder, because right now, with me not having my gallbladder, do you know that bile, that green stuff, it just 24/7 just drips, constantly dripping into my intestines. And then you still feel crappy because, like, wait a minute, I'm not eating. So what you think? It's not doing anything with the fat. So it's steady, just dripping, it's dripping. But for you guys who have your gallbladder, please take care of your gallbladder. Take care of your liver. You guys don't even know if your liver is working at 20%, 30%, 60%, 80%, but you want it at 100%. So that's the main reason why we want you to make sure you be careful what you're eating. Well, you just got to take your time and just choose the right things. Just choose the right things, because you want your liver to take care of you. Those you go and take the over the counter and don't understand that when you take the over the counter whatever, it leaves like residue. People don't realize it leaves residue. It doesn't just come out your body automatically. So when you taking something over the counter and it goes through your liver, what you think happens? Don't you think your liver's getting clogged? And then you wondering how you mess up your gallbladder, and it end up getting gallstones, same thing, with sugar, with the stuff that it cannot process. So if you constantly doing harmful things to your liver, that's how you affect your gallbladder. I know. I really didn't realize, I know you've seen my other videos, I really didn't realize all the things that I was really doing to my gallbladder, because my gallbladder was getting enlarged. I had gallstones. And the way I felt like I was having a lot of chest pains, I had bad indigestion, I had GERD. You just have so many things, and you just think you need some what's those things? Those white things. I know what I'm talking about. Anti-ax. I can't even say it. See, if I wasn't live, I can take that out. But anyway, let me see. I know. Hi, everybody. Oh, we got Herbalist Kareem on the line, but now he's on. Now I'm getting a little shy, but no. Hey, brother. But look, you guys, going back to gallbladder, you don't realize how bad you're really hurting your gallbladder. You don't really realize how bad you're hurting your intestines, your small intestines, your large intestines, and your liver. If you guys look, y'all can put questions in. I'll try my best to answer the questions. But the way I was feeling, go back to the way I was feeling. I felt like I was having a heart attack, and they ruled out it wasn't my heart. It was my gallbladder. And I was like, wow. My gallbladder felt like, it had so much pressure on my chest. It actually felt here. I would have acid reflux where stuff comes up, and it felt like, well, the only relief I actually got, they gave you like a GI cocktail. I don't know if those who probably going to indigestion and all these other things, they'll give you a GI cocktail. You take that GI cocktail and what it does, it numbs your esophagus, and it numbs your this area. I'll just put it that way. But it actually soothed. And well, it was two things, and oxygen, pure oxygen. I remember having so much attacks where my husband will call the ambulance, and as soon as the ambulance come, they give me oxygen, and I feel so much better. Sometimes I would have to go all the way to the hospital, sit in there, and they'll do EKG, they'll rule out it's nothing. And once I actually released, meaning it came up, I felt better. But after going through this, took for them to realize it was my gallbladder, it took 4 months. I know you're like, wow, yes, it took 4 months. It took 4 months to realize it was my gallbladder. One of the doctors says, yes, your gallbladder is enlarged. We got to, take it out. And I'm thinking about all this pain, all this aggravation, all this stuff that I was doing. If I realized, if I would have went online and researched and really looked for myself, became an herbalist way back then, I would have had my gallbladder right then. But then I wouldn't be worrying about, the stuff that's going on now, where I do not have my gallbladder and I have to take a digestive enzyme for the rest of my life. I have to eat small meals. I can rarely eat spicy foods, which I love spicy foods, but that's just what what happens when you lose your organs. That's the main reason why I say you don't want to lose your organs. You want to do what you can to make sure you eat right. Exercise, y'all know I go through the same thing, half your body weight, make sure I get out there and get in the sun, make sure you're out there resting, just make sure you're doing something to keep, to get your body sweating. So I just want to make sure that I put that out there, because y'all know I keep saying the same thing, and make sure you're going. So I'm gonna see if I have any questions. No. Hey, hi Kun. Hey, I can't pronounce the name, Jay. And I guess Miss Rogers. Just saying hello to you guys. Grand rising, you guys. Look, you don't have to have your coffee. Drink black tea. Black tea is good. So you got ginger. Yes. Yes. Ginger and cinnamon. Yes. Yes. I'm going to try that tomorrow. Definitely going to try that tomorrow. But I know the only reason why I was talking about the gallbladder, a subscriber, and I was thinking, let's not wait till Tuesday. Let me just go live so y'all see how I'm going live. You see, I'm in my lab as usual. Just want to go live. Yes, I'll answer some questions. If y'all guys got some questions, I'll try my best to answer questions. If not, it just be on Tuesdays. Those questions will go on Tuesdays. So no, it's okay. It's all right. Living to be conscious. It's okay. This is my first time going live. I know I keep saying I'm gonna go live, and I said I would never go live. Let me correct it. I said I didn't want to go live until I got a little more confidence, but I just said, forget it. I'm going live today. I sat there and, meditated. I said, okay, let me just go ahead and go live and just, answer some of you guys' questions and do this thing for the first time and just, have at it. So I see y'all guys don't have any questions. But we're talking about the gallbladder. If you guys got a question about the gallbladder, please have at it. Ask me any question you have about the gallbladder. No? Okay, what time? Okay, so it's 12 minutes. Look, no, I said I'm not going to prepare a video. I'm going to go live and just try it and just answer some guys' questions. Yes, I'm trying to be bold right now, so. No questions? Wait, somebody says, so what you have to take if you don't have one, I take a digestive enzyme. So I take Digest Wise, and that helps my body break down the food. So you don't have to, because look, with our gallbladder, what it's doing is just the bile is just seeping into our intestines. And you ever notice why you still feel bloated? You still feel like uneasy? Yeah, because it's just constantly dripping 24/7. There's no cutoff. Usually it will go inside our gallbladder and it will hold it. And then when it's time for it to release, and your liver release the nutrients, the gallbladder will release the nutrients and dissolve the fat. So right now you got to take a digestive enzyme in order to have the fat dissolve, so it'll process better in your body. So that's the only thing. Okay, somebody said they had a question about the turpentine. Go ahead and ask the question. Now that you have the gallbladder room. I guess I'm not understanding. You said proper digestion. You're trying to say how long does it take? It says, can you recommend a gallbladder fish or detox to remove gallstones? Okay, so I have, look, I can't say the name. See, usually on my website, I have a tea, and that helps dissolves the gallstones. Okay, so proper foods to eat. You want to eat, you want to have less, carbs. You want you so you have to limit a little bit of your fats, and you just got to make sure you eat certain foods, meaning like right now I eat smaller meals, so wouldn't be eating smaller meals that help digest my food faster. So you just can't eat a you just can't eat large meals, because it takes a long time for, like, if you had a steak, mashed potatoes, bread, your body is going to take it's going to be harder to process that meal. That's why you have to have little small meals, and really you shouldn't eat too many. You really shouldn't eat that large meal anyway, because it takes a long time for us to digest, especially you know I hate to tell people I'd rather you not eat meat. It's your choice what you need to eat, but it's a lot of things that we really shouldn't eat, like spicy foods, um, the skin on a chicken. Like if you get a lean piece of meat, it's okay. You ever notice when you cleaning meat, back in the day when I was cleaning meat, you have all that fat and all that stuff. So sometimes it's best to take lean meat. Like sometimes it's okay. They be saying the fat is good, but I'd rather you take MTC oil. I'm like horrible live. It's not like I'm rambling, but it's just all depends on what you're doing. Like, I would make sure that yes, I do have a detox for the gallbladder. And that's the same reason why I be telling you about the your liver. I'm sorry. See, this is the main reason why I don't go live. It's the main reason I don't go live. I'll be all flush, but you guys, yes, okay, so my meals, I make sure that I eat a lot of vegetables. I eat a lot of fruits. I stay away from meats. If I have meat, I'll have maybe a little bit of fish. Last time I had some fish, I want to say it was maybe about a month and a half ago. I just said, let me just try um, a piece of cod. So that was the last time I had meat. Because feeling sick and bloated and nauseous is it's just like horrible. So I look at something, I eat to where it's just nourishing for my body, because I don't want any pain. I don't want any, I don't want any itises in my body. And the fact that I do not have my gallbladder, it's like, oh my gosh. I wish I would have never got away from my gallbladder. That's all I'm saying. Because, you just wondering why sometimes you're bloated. You just wonder why sometimes, your food's not digesting. You just got to eat smaller meals. You definitely got to eat smaller meals. Like for breakfast, sometimes you don't know if you have you're talking about grains, wheat, some of that stuff you just can't eat. Some of the stuff that you probably have an allergy to and you didn't know it. I never really specifically knew why I lost my gallbladder or why I was having gallstones. It was because I was eating bad, was because I was, had a lot of sugar. I was just eating. I thought I had a cast iron stomach. I would eat some meat and bread for breakfast. I would eat some meat and bread for lunch. During a snack, you'll eat pizza, chips during dinner. I would have a big meal. Was I eating a lot of fruits and vegetables? No, I wasn't. But to have lost my gallbladder. I just wish I really wish I would have, turned it around. I wish I would have, really looked at the inflammation causing foods. And you already know inflammation causing foods, y'all. Yeah, I be like saying everything with dairy, everything, everything with a lot of meats. You see that. So I just want to make sure I put that out there as far as your gallbladder. And the gentleman was saying how to keep your gallbladder up. Stay away from inflammation causing foods unless I know you don't want to stay on the keto diets. I know you don't want to stay on a diet period. Don't like telling people to stay on a diet. I'd rather tell you have a conscious meal. Think about what you're eating. Take your time with what you're eating. Look at what you're eating. Look and see if it's going to cause me pain or if it's going to cause me inflammation. So if it's going to cause you inflammation, you already know you inflaming your gut. So if your gut's inflamed, you already have issues, in your mouth, oral. Because look, if we eating meat that we don't know where it came from, what it has, what chemicals it has, especially the stuff you're putting on top, the preservatives, it's going in your mouth, it's going down, all the chemicals, and then you have upset stomach, then you take over-the-counter stuff, and then you wonder what's that's doing, what it's doing to your body, what's it doing to your liver. It's tearing up your liver, it's leaving residue, and you wonder how you have metals, toxins, and all this other stuff in your body. All that stuff affects your liver, all that stuff affects your gallbladder, affects your spleen, it affects everything, especially your pancreas, and you're just wondering why. If we eat a lot of sugar stuff, and you're like, why? Why I'm having problems with my pancreas, and I know that's a silent organ no one thinks about. You got to think about that too. But you just got to be careful what you eat and how you eat. I do it because I don't want any pain. I eat weird and without preservatives, and I know Herbalist Cream always like, yeah, she eats and it's just bland. Oh well, I love eating that way. Sometimes I eat chips and stuff like that, but I just want to I make sure I put out there. If you think about what you eat and what you put in your body, that's pretty much on you. And you just got to, change. I just tell people, just change one thing. You change one thing. So if you cut out pork, you'll see how your life changed. Then the next time you can go around, you can cut out beef. Everything's, is a process. And I just quit cold turkey. I went cold turkey for as about meat because I was like, nope, if it's the meat, and it's messing up my body, it's got to go. Especially you think about the blood and you think about all this other stuff. And I know I got people on here to eat meat, and I'm trying not to get too gross and and get all in depth as far as about, what's in the meat, same thing like with the milk, don't want to get there, but we're supposed to stick it to the gallbladder. See, this is why I don't go live. But we'll stick to the gallbladder. Gallbladder to me is still an important organ because we created when they put in your body if it wasn't, important. People just think, oh, you can live without it, meaning you're not going to die like your brain and your heart and other organs, especially your liver. You don't have a liver, your days are numbered. So if people think mainly about their liver, if your liver's bringing nutrients to your body and you don't know if it's clogged, because y'all understand, taking all these over-counter drugs, taking all these inflammation causing foods, you don't know what you're doing to your liver. Right now we have people that have liver and kidney disease and don't even know it. So that's the main reason I want to answer the subscriber questions and tell you about your gallbladder and what you should do. So I'm going to answer another question. Let me see. Yes, it's good to keep a food diary. Yes. And that's K. I was eating hot wings and started having a lot of pain. Yes. Look, spicy foods. Our bodies really don't like spicy foods, meaning it's okay to eat, it's good to eat cayenne pepper. That's something totally different, taking cayenne pepper in some water. Remember, you're taking cayenne pepper, 1 drop, for circulation. So if you've eaten some wings and all that pepper and hot sauce and preservatives and all the stuff with the chicken with chemicals, and then you wondering why your gallbladder is screaming like, what is this? And it's not necessarily your gallbladder, it's your gut, it's your stomach, it's your throat, and especially when you come out, because y'all already know when you eat hot stuff, it comes out. Comes out hot. I'm being silly, but you already know. But yes, you will have issues with spicy foods because your bladder, when you have bladder issues, that's the first thing you should cut out is spicy foods. All right. Yes, my body feels better since I stopped eating wheat. Yes. Yes. And people don't even understand wheat nowadays and back in the and look, I can't really say which year they started messing with the foods, meaning putting GMO and food that was made in a petri dish. I'll just leave it that way. Foods change, foods totally change. It's no nutrients. That's why you definitely need herbs. You definitely need supplements. You definitely need something to help. Foods, wheats, grains, rice. Whew, I know I wanted to touch on this subject first, but when I talk about residue in the foods, just think about your body when you're eating something fake. And when I mean fake, meaning what I mean, when it was like, oh, we recall rice because it was plastic. Imagine you ate that. And it's just parts of this plastic. Imagine you ate that. Where do you think that plastic's going? You think it really comes all the way out? Do you really think as you chewing and eating, all that stuff comes out? No, it don't. That's why you end up with the toxins, the metals, and all this other stuff wreaking havoc in your body, causing free radicals to go all over you, all that stuff to come out. That's why it's good for you to. That's why I say be careful what you're eating, because once you get out, once you put it in your mouth, you want it to come out. You want it to come out. And when it don't come out, where you think it goes? And I'm going to just say for the ladies, it'll try to come out, when we're, that time of the month. And sometimes it doesn't. It will stay in there. It will stay in there and attach to our bodies and create other things. Same thing, men. Same thing with you. When you eat something fake, and it doesn't come out, it's going to stay somewhere and wreak havoc. It's going to wreak havoc. And that's a sad thing. Yeah. So I just want to put that in your head. That's why it's best to do a cleanse, a detox, a fast, especially a fast. But it's the main reason why meat eaters, we always say, the herbalists say, you need to detox at least 4 times a year, every season. I know. So let me see if I answer another person question is going by. Yes, thank you. Support, hit the like. Thank you, living to be conscious. I appreciate that. That's one thing I miss. I always miss that. And I had leave a note. Make sure you say subscribe and hit the like button. Okay. It is rough, taking an over count, and I don't know, it's kind of hard taking over the counter stuff because you really don't know what it is. And you already know you have to have a dictionary to read all those things. And you need a medical dictionary so you can know what all that stuff is. Because we don't know. You're like creating all new words. And then same thing with these itises. People create all these different words, and it's the same thing as nothing but joint pain. I'm not going to say the words, but you already know what the joint pain is. You have joint pain, and all it is, you need to slow down the inflammation causing food. That's it. Just slow down the inflammation causing food. Okay. Just nuts, nut milk for me, no cow. Okay. So just make sure you know where those nuts coming from. I recommend flaxseed, a seed. I recommend, because now, your body started changing with some of the places where the nuts are, because some of the nuts, and I know in not going to say which state, but it actually has some kind of poison in it. I forgot what it was, but it had some kind of poison in it, and it was just, or eating too much of the seeds. I think it was apple seeds, or I'm probably thinking 2 different things, but some nuts do. Some people do have nut allergy, and it's not all nuts. It's just certain nuts. So I just want to make sure that sometimes you may want to try. But if you don't have any issues, have at it. Because I was drinking the coconut milk, I was drinking the almond milk, and I realized that I had an issue with almonds, wheats, and grains. So thanks, Herbalist Kareem. Yeah. It was all Herbalist Kareem helped me, because I actually did a eliminating diet. And it was pretty tough. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty tough. So because it was hard. I was wondering why I was still feeling different ways with, with my gallbladder. And when you research your gallbladder, like, wow, I shouldn't have took it out, shouldn't have took it out. I know it's like a pin in there. Yeah, if I take an x-ray, it's like a pin in there. It's a clamp where, where my gallbladder was. But enough about that. My uncle gallbladder was removed over the summer, and he learned the hard way. Diet is everything. Yes, it is. Yes. People don't understand. People don't really understand how bad you really need your gallbladder. Any organ. And look, if they, even your what's that little, your appendix. You still need your appendix. I don't want that removed. And you already know with your appendix, you actually have inflammation in your intestines, so don't realize it. That's why everything needs to come out. Everything needs to come out. Y'all know I'm the gut person. Everything needs to come out. Something, if you're putting something in, all you want is the nutrients. You want the good stuff to stay and the bad stuff to come out. That's all. That's all. That's all you want. And to touch a little bit on the residual left in when you take over-the-counter or prescriptions. Yes, some of the stuff don't come out. Yeah, it'll go where it needs to go. And to me, I feel it my opinion only, I think it masks it masks what's going on. Because you guys don't realize, when you have a fever, do you know that your body actually just your body is just helping, is just fixing, repairing. You're like, I'm live, so certain words I can't say. It's actually fixing something. So when you go take something and throw on it, no, you don't want to do that. Look, best thing, you get that oregano oil. It's the best thing. Get you some garlic, some turmeric, get some ginger. Look, horseradish. These are, they're already, the antibiotic. I can't even say the words, but those are your, like when I was talking about the cider fire or the fire cider, whatever, that stuff says it kills any infection. When you have a fever, your body's actually just trying to go in there and do its job. And then we go in there, we put some altered some altered stuff on there, and then wonder why we be jacked up and wonder why we didn't fix the issue. We didn't correct the issue. So your body's actually talking to you. I know I say that all the time. Your body's already talking to yourself. I mean, your body's already talking to you. You just got to listen. Your body fixes, repairs. That's why it's best to get in bed by 11 o'clock, between 11, I would say between 10 and 4. Because it's another time like 11 to 3, but it's not really, per se. It's just as long as you're getting like 8 hours of sleep. But anyway, I'm just going to put like that with the circadian rhythm and, the stars and the moons and the sun. You already know critical time is like 11 to 3 is like your critical time that you should be asleep. And in a deep sleep, deep REM sleep, to make sure your body's doing what it's supposed to do. But the only way your body can do what it's supposed to do is, first of all, don't go sleep on a full stomach. You're not a baby. That's the baby just got a bottle. It's just milk. But you go to sleep on an empty stomach, and then you got to make sure you're putting the right stuff in it. Because if you just had chicken biscuit for breakfast and you had chicken steak for lunch and then you had a big steak for dinner and you had just a little bit of vegetables and no salad, what you think you're doing to your body? And then gonna have some soda. What you think you're doing to your body? You think that's the correct state that your body's actually, it's going to correct itself? No, your body's sitting there, you laying and you wondering why you're not sleeping comfortable. Your body's just laying there trying to dissolve, trying to break down all that meat you just had. Now, if you eat like that 7 days a week, it's still processing. Yeah, I'm another subject. It's processing something that happened. And if it's today's Friday, it's still processing Monday food. So just wanted to put that out there. So let me see. Okay. Wow. Thank you so much for the seed milk. Yes. Flaxseed is good. Look, Herbalist Kareem did a video on all the milks. He did a video on all the milks, telling you guys about the milk. I always drink, well, not always, since, going through what I went through and actually doing an eliminating diet that Herbalist Kareem pretty much taught me. I learned that my body can only like just a little bit of coconut milk, after a while, if I do it at like a whole month, my body be like, wait, that's too much. But flaxseed, perfect, 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 perfect. I can do the flaxseed milk. But let me see. I was reading something. Castor oil does help with my gallbladder. Yes. I'm 35 and I want to live well. Yes. I don't blame you. It's the main reason why, that's the main reason why, I really do these videos, just to give the information to make sure that you are living without pain. The whole thing is to living without pain, to realize that inflammation, we got food can do two things: either give us nutrients or cause inflammation, causes pain. And then you're like, why two things? Y'all know what I'm saying. You can either, I know people like salads are boring. There's other things you can eat. There's so many other things you can eat. Stop thinking that you got to have just lettuce, tomatoes, and cucumbers. No, there's other salads, chickpea salads, sweet potato salads, all these other different salads you can eat. You don't have to only eat, something cold. There's so many recipes out there. Look, I can't show you the recipes, but there's so many other recipes out there, vegan recipes, soul food. Yeah, go on there and look, have at it. There's so many people just showing you different things and teaching you different things. Have at it. And then you just go from there. You just go from there. So don't think being vegan or vegetarian is boring. It's not. It's really not. It's really not. So, okay. I know somebody had a question about the castor oil and turpentine. So, okay. So just to piggyback, just to keep talking about living long. Yes, you want to live a pain-free life. That's it. You just want to live a pain-free life. And I just reiterate, if you got to have meat, you already know, I'd be like, have that much meat, that much either rice, potatoes, or whatever, pasta, whatever, have that much. So if your plate's this big, have that much meat, that much pasta, have this much vegetables. Yes, that much vegetables when you time, and that much salad when you have your foods. So look, I'm gonna end for now. This wasn't that bad. I'll try to do a live once again, and but I just want to make sure that just the first time going live. But you guys, look, happy Friday. Look, it's payday. Add to your apothecary. Look, stop sleeping. Add to your apothecary. Please add to your apothecary. So bye, you guys.